Hey there everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Frank and I'm excited to introduce you to Being Frank and the Domesticated Millennial series within that. But what's it all about? Come and let's chat about it for a second. Well, this channel and my blog are really focused on making your house your home. And whether you're in a tiny studio apartment, suburban starter home, or anywhere else that you might be residing, the goal here is to make your space yours. Something that's comfortable, functional, and personal. Personal to you. And that's the goal here. So hopefully we can all do that together. So a little bit about me. I'm currently in my early 30s living down on the Jersey Shore, and I'm a full-time lawyer by day. My blog and this channel give me the ability to have a creative outlet outside of work. And I'll focus on such things such as recipes, crafts, tips and tricks to make your home not just livable, but lovable. The goal here at the end of the day is for each of us to have a home that we're proud of. Whatever that may be, however it is in your budget, we'll work on that together. So this is meant to be a collaborative space where you'll share some things, I'll share some things, and together we can improve our homes together. Again, the goal is to make a home for each of us that we're proud of, that we live in, and that we love. So you'll see everything from easy recipes for those busy nights to more complicated crafts that you might have to do on a weekend or that might take a couple days to complete. But spoiler alert, not everything we do here is going to be successful on the first try. You're going to see me fail a couple times or get tripped up. The same thing is going to happen to you, I'm sure. But the goal here is that we're here for each other and to learn together. If I do something in a craft or a recipe and you think you have an easier way, put it in the comments. I won't be offended. The whole goal is for us to learn together. Let's build off each other. And by the way, with each video that I make, the goal is on my blog to have a corresponding blog post. That blog kind of going into a little more detail or sharing some photos or some tips and tricks. For example, if I make a recipe again after I post that video and I thought something worked out better that second time, I'll update that blog post and just be like, hey, the first time I did X, the second time I did Y, and I recommend Y. And I'll kind of explain my reasoning and update you guys. And same thing goes for you guys. Put it in the comments, and if you think something should be worked into a blog post rather than a method that I use, share it. Again, we're supposed to be a resource for each other. So let's improve upon that. At the heart of it all, this channel isn't about me just showing you what I love to do. It's about a community, it's about us. And it's about a group of people that want to turn their houses, their spaces, into their homes. And whatever that may be to each individual person. So whether you're here for something as simple as a recipe, a decorating tip, or something far more complex and you are just figuring out adulting one day at a time, that's what we're all here for. So let's embrace one another, let's share some tips and tricks, let's form this community and make our houses our spaces. Alright, now that we've got some introductions out of the way, let's get started. There's a few tips that I want you to embrace with me right from the get-go. The first one, don't be afraid to fail. If you overbake those cookies, if you burn that dinner, don't worry. Practice makes perfect. We're all here to learn together. God knows I'll be doing my share of failures along the way, and I'll be showing them to you. This is real, this is authentic. When I fail, you'll see it, and then hopefully you won't make those same mistakes at home. Hopefully we all succeed on the first time, but let's face it, it's probably not always going to happen. Number 2, tailor things to you. If, for example, I'm making a recipe and it calls for salmon, and you can't stand salmon, but you love halibut, switch it up. I'm not going to be offended. The goal here is that you try and you try new things, and together we learn and move on together. So tailor things to you. You don't like cilantro? Don't put it in. You like a certain color when we're doing a craft? Go ahead, use that color. But the goal here is to tailor things to you. Again, we're focused here on your house. Make it yours. Number 3, imperfect is perfect. Don't worry about patterns or colors matching. Don't worry if you prepare dinner and it looks terrible but tastes wonderful. We're all here to try and experiment together. Your living room doesn't have to be symmetrical. Things don't have to match for other people's eyes. Remember, you're making your home yours. So let's do that together. The goal here is not to be Martha Stewart. The goal is to make your house your home. So just embrace that. Again, no fear of failure. We're all here together. Let's do it. Let's support each other. Let's get started. Now, with those things in mind, if this sounds like your kind of content, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and down below in the comments, I want you to respond to this question. What is one thing you can do in your home right now to make it feel more like your home? And if the answer is finally unpack that moving box that's been sitting in the corner for 6 months, there's no judgment here. Go and do it. This is the Planet Fitness of YouTube channels. We're all here to support one another. Let's take little actionable steps toward making your house your home.